Dear friends, happy to see you again in this new video. As you see or observe, this video is mainly talking about how to teach language functions. Using what? Thank you. BBB model or strategy or technique. If I ask you, what does this short word stand for? Thank you. The first P represents presentation or stands for presentation, while the second P stands for well done, practice. However, the third P stands for production. So, teaching functions undergoes three stages here. We have presentation, we have practice, and we have production. In simple terms, let's go into details with each one. Let's start with the first P. What is it? Presentation. Thank you. Actually, presentation is the role of the teacher. This is the first stage in teaching language functions, in which the teacher presents language functions either using dialogue form or creating context. This stage is a pre-stage for communicative activity. Actually, the teacher here has a discussion with the students regarding possible exponents for language function to be taught. Let's have a quotation. According to Adhikari 2012, says that contextualization, identification of participants, motivation and preparation and descriptions of the social settings of language use are the some activities that we can use here. These are the necessities of this stage, or the tools that we use here. We have contextualization, we have identification of participants, we have motivation and preparation and descriptions of the social settings of the language use. This is a pre-communicative activity, so the teacher has to create the context. It is important, it's very important. It is the responsibility of the teacher to create for the students the context to use functions or language functions, and should give description to the students in order to make them know where and which situation such language functions to be used. This is very significant here. Therefore, presentation of the context or the situation helps the students to know where and when to use a language function or language functions to use them. So let's move to the second P. Where is it? Well done. Practice. Practice is the second stage or the second step here in teaching language functions. What does it refer to? This stage actually in which students are given opportunity to practice language functions. We have practice to apply. It is application. To practice language functions which are presented in the first stage. To provide opportunity to practice, they are involved in pair work. We have pair work to conduct mini dialogues, using mini dialogues to practice language functions. Mechanical or communicative drills are used as means to practice language functions. In this stage, the learners are made to memorize and learn how to use different exponents appropriately in different contexts. We have mechanical and or communicative drills. We have memorization to how and to use them or to use different language functions in different situations. Let's go to the last and the third P, which is good. Production. Production is the final stage here of teaching language functions, in which the learners use language functions freely as in the real life situations. It is student-centered. This is the stage in which the role of the student will come to play. We have here using language freely as in the real situations. This is important here in this step. This is the stage is also known as communicative stage, as the learners focus on fluency rather than accuracy. Underline these two words. We have fluency and accuracy. We here in this stage we focus mainly on fluency rather than accuracy. We don't care about grammar, just about speech and to help students to produce language. Rather than focusing on grammar mistakes and other things. Let's have a quotation. According to Richard, 2006, as cited in Adhikari 2012, says that students practice using new structures and in different contexts, often using their own content and information in order to develop fluency with new patterns. We use here role play, oral games, guessing games, interviews, mini exchange, etc. These are useful activities or some useful activities to teach language functions. This is what I have here today. Let's recapitulate what we have seen so far. We have seen 3 stages of teaching language functions. We have the first P, we have production. The second P, we have practice. And the third P, we have production. And go back to see the details and the characteristics of each stage. Thank you for watching and see you soon.